One about Hanukkah. Next one, how the Hanukkah lights are lit. And it says on the first night, one light is lit, right? And on every successive night, additional light are added, so that the 8 nights. So on eighth night, the 8th light are lit, right? So meaning all of them. Okay. So we start with one and add one more every day. So we start with right with right from us, but we add to the left, from the left. If one uses menorah that has a holder for 8 lights, on the first, so meaning what? Before we continue, so it's of course it's very commendable, very preferable to use menorah. But let's say a person does not have a menorah. So technically, for example, if you have a tray and you have a tea lights, just so you can put one tea light and light it, no problem. Then put one next to it, or you can have you have only regular candles, Shabbos candles. So you can designate cups. Hopefully don't use plastic cups because it can melt it, but glass cups, and put in every cup put this candle, right? So they don't have it's not what I'm trying to say. It's not no strict obligation to be a menorah. It's preferable, of course, but you can use separate candles and put one next to another. So that's the thing. Okay, if one uses the menorah which has a holders for 8 lights, right? On first night, one kindles the light on extreme right, so meaning on your right, so right on extreme right. On the following night, so meaning on your right, when you're going to see face menorah, it's going to be on the left, right? So. Right. On the following night, another light is added to the left. So here's my first light, and then I add to the left, and I start with a new one. On the following night, another light is added to the left of that light that lit first, followed by the light in the holder, which he had lit on the previous night. Okay, so I mean it's a little complicated, but you add you put again the same candle. I mean that's candle in a previous piece, right? And then next to it on the left on it, and then you light. Now you have to light 2 of them, right? Followed by the light of the holder previous night. On each night, the additional light is added to the left, right? So you always add it to the left, from right to the left, which has been lit in the previous night, and this new light is kindled first. So very simple to remember. First, we start with right. Then the next light is added to the left, and then you start lighting from a new light that you added just today. So right, and the last one is going to be the first light that you lit the first day. Okay. Right. Okay, so let's quickly say the sentence again. On each night, the additional light is added to the left of the light which had been lit on the previous night. This new light is kindled first, following the light which had been lit previously. Okay. Thus, one is always adding from the right to left, right from the right to left, but lighting from left to right. Okay, so very simple to remember. Okay, so start with right, you add it on the left, and you start lighting with a new one. So I think it's simpler, but the same idea. The reason why the resource kindled the light, which has been added that evening, is to show that the enormity of the miracle increase on each successive day. So why we use the new light? So like if it was lit this oil of Hanukkah, like for one day it's a huge miracle. 2 days, on a fifth day or a third day, it's like even bigger the miracle than was previous days. That's why we wanted to commemorate this. We start with this miracle first. All other days for sure, but this is even greater. The light should be lit so that they are in a even line. So very, very, very important. So some people, they're good artists, they're very smart people, very, very creative, but they do not know halacha. And there is a menorah, if you see there, which is called Tree of Life, I think. I mean, there is a different Tree of Life, but there is one by I think some designers. So these branches on different level, which is big issue. So they cannot be in a circle. Right, somebody generated for us AI images of the Hanukkah. Somebody sent me, like we had a different channel. We have a class on Hanukkah. They sent it to us. I said, "Are you serious?" Because because AI does not know that this halacha. Understand? All of these images were when candles were on in circle. Very interesting. The holder should, because the candelabra, like a regular one, like what they use for lighting, like of course the candles were in circle, right? No problem. The holder should be the same height, so the light not the higher than the other, right? So exactly the holder, or like if it's menorah on the same light, like if you like a separate. Candle holders must be everything like on the same level, always on the same level. The holders should be put on a straight light so that some light do not protrude, and they should not be in a circle. So a straight line meaning don't do the like a semicircle or something, because from the outside you can get confused how many lights to light. Right, so like some people. So, for example, we have neighbors like across, and look how many lights we lit, and they do the same. But a few years they actually did from a different side. They did from how we did it, and did it exactly the opposite, which was a little funny, right? But if it's a straight light, you see a straight line, you see clearly how many candles you must light. No circle. On Shabbos you can have lights in circle. There is no problem. Some candelabra Shabbos, like 5 lights, you could be in a circle, but not on Hanukkah. Let's protrude. So okay, there should be sufficient space between the holder, the holders, so that the flame of one light does not join with another, and so that the heat from one flame does not melt the wax of another. So it's also like it cannot be too tiny, meaning like too small that the candles would be too close to each other and would melt each other. It's also a problem. It's also a problem when somebody sent me the picture. I said change it, right? So what? They bought a menorah. It's not a big menorah, like I don't know, maybe this high menorah, and a beautiful metal menorah. No problem. And they bought the cups like separately. Sometimes you have to take this menorah with yourself, or if you bought from the store, just like maybe take this menorah, take the cup, like put it inside and see how it's going to fit. But these people, when they bought the cups are too big. Right, and they touch each other and they can explode because this cup is so hot. I remember like one time I touched. I wanted to fix it. It was crooked. I had the burn for a few months. Like I felt the burn from this. You know, it's very, very hot. So if these cups, like glass cups, like touching each other, it can explode. Okay, so it must be, or as he says here, is the candles, they would melt each other. So you have to make sure, right? So there is a space, sufficient space between the candles, or or oils. Okay. On the first night of Hanukkah, 3 blessings are recited before lightening. Right, blessed are you, right? So I'm going to skip. Who commanded us to kindle the Hanukkah lights, right? Next one, who performed miracles for our forefathers, and Shechianu, right? So Shechianu, who gives us life. Right? Okay, so all the first 2 blessings you say all days as usual, but Shechianu as usual as we learn, we say only once. Only one when you start the mitzvah. So since all of these days, of course, they connected. It's Hanukkah. It's 8 days. So the mitzvah is when you light first time the Hanukkah light. So you say the Shechianu. On the consequent nights of Hanukkah, only the first 2 blessings are made. Okay, if one was inadvertently unable to light on the first day of Hanukkah, the Shechianu is recited on the first night that one lights. For example, a person was sick, or was in the hospital, was released, was, I don't know, got delayed in a plane or something, right? From another country, from another place. So now he comes on the 3rd day, so he says Shechianu on the 3rd day. What can you do? Okay, no problem. Continue. It is customary to light an additional light as sides from a Hanukkah light. As an extra light refers to shamash. So we spoke about yesterday a little. So it's like it must be on a different level. It must be visible 100%. It has nothing to do with our Hanukkah. Like it's totally different. This must be on different level. Like what separately, look on a side. So one more time the whole sentence. This extra light referred to as a shamash may be used to light the Hanukkah light, and one may derive benefit from its light. The Hanukkah lights themselves may not be used for any other purpose as long as they are burning in fulfillment of the mitzvah. Meaning, the Hanukkah lights, there is right. So, meaning, what's the mitzvah? Mitzvah is to publicize the miracle. That's the mitzvah of Hanukkah lights, right? So, meaning that you cannot use it for lighting your place, right? So it's very important. So if you wanted to use it for a light, for example, so you can extinguish and light again, but it's a different story. Therefore, shamash is lit, right? So shamash is lit, so that so any benefit is derived, considered to be from the light of shamash rather from the Hanukkah light, right? So or like this, right? So you derive the benefit from shamash, so from extra light. Even you have 5 lights, right, and one light exactly the same. So we don't say that we derive the benefit from 5. We derive benefit from this shamash. Okay. Okay, continue. To make it obvious that shamash is not one of the Hanukkah lights, shamash is like a helper. Should not be placed on the same level of Hanukkah lights. It is a proper. So, but even if it's sometimes on the same level, like it's behind or something, it's to the side. Like it's not on the same level. It's like you see for sure it is a little different. Like right, it's different. Okay. Just 1 second. Hanukkah should not be placed on the same level of Hanukkah lights. It is proper that there be another source of light in the home besides that of shamash. So I mean, of course, we cannot rely on one candle for the lighting. So it should be in another room, like another light. But of course, when as we're going to see, like when you look at the lights, so it's proper to spend some time just looking at the lights. Like we will see, like half an hour or so. Continue. It is customary to refrain from using Hanukkah lights, even to lit one each other, right? Rather, the Hanukkah light should be lit using shamash or another candle, right? So, meaning since it's every every candle, right, or every cup of oil represents separate miracle. So it's not. I mean, of course, if it's oil, you cannot light from one from another. But let's say candles. Candles are easy to understand. So even candles, you can light from one another, but in general, but not in this case. Not in this case. And in this case, it's not allowed. So, but people take shamash and light from shamash others, or just light from what is it, from a match. So if you have a long match, so you can light all of them. There is no problem. When lighting the Hanukkah lights, the entire household should gather so that the miracle which is being commemorated will be publicized. Right? So meaning Pirsum Hanes, right? Publicizing the miracle is an essential component of the Hanukkah. So meaning like everybody should see it, right? And we will see like if head of the house comes very late, like this neighbor of ours. This guy, he's a contractor. He works so hard. He has, Baruch Hashem, he's a big family. Baruch Hashem, very have to give him respect how he takes care of the highest care of physical sense of the whole family. But this guy sometimes he's comes in the middle of the night because he got stuck on a job. So he's not Jewish, a very nice person, very nice family. Not Jewish, but if a Jew Jew should not work like that. But if he worked like that and he came very late at night when everybody's sleeping, so he lights the candles without blessing, right? So because there is no publicizing the miracle, everybody's sleeping. So who's going to see? Everybody, let's say he puts it next to the window, right? There are no people outside. The family is sleeping, so he would light without a blessing. Okay. So this my neighbors are the best example. However, sometimes on Saturday he comes very late, right? So okay. After lighting the first candle, right, and while lighting the others, one should sing song Haneros Halalu. So meaning that all these things, just check your you see there all everything is there. So just be prepared when you want to light the candles. If you want to learn the song, it's very popular tunes. So you can go online and see on YouTube or something. Many people teach how to sing it. There is no problem. Continue. Or just read in your own language, there is no problem as well. When the lighting is concluded, Hanukkah hymns are sung in accordance with local custom. Right? The hymns, two of them, I think. Right? So check whatever they do. Okay.